Hello everybody, Vilisink back again, Raid Shadow Legends, and this one is a fun one because I re-geared one of the best healers in the game into a set that is so much fun to watch, and this is a set that genuinely benefits him as a champion, he benefits the teammates, benefits his kit and his passive. So let's take a look, let's jump into it. Who I re-geared was, I had a little bit of fun, and I was happy with the build on Vrask before, but it was just broken sets. So now we've moved into Relentless for a few reasons, but he's a fantastic champion. He's just built to heal. That's all he does. He is built to heal. Doesn't care about nothing. He gets it done. He's truly an amazing champion. And his skill set, if you look at Whack, it's unbooked. This champion doesn't need books. Fills his chubby stomach by 20% if his attack is critical. So one of the build requirements is he's got to have crit rate. Crit damage irrelevant, resist irrelevant, depending where you go obviously. But yeah, as long as he has crit rate, you're good. The A2 is just attacks one enemy, nothing special. But the cannibalism part comes in. Heals all allies by 10% of Vrask's max HP when he inflicts a crit hit. So A1 or A2, they're getting 10% of my HP as a heal. That's enough to keep people alive. I've been in Dragon 25, Ice Golem 24, messing around, and he does it quite flawlessly. I have to say, his passive, okay, increases ally defense in dungeons 33%. Quite a nice passive. Again, no masteries, doesn't really need them. And what we have here is for my build. It is 81,000 HP. Attack, not important. 1888 defense, so 1886. So I tried to get around 2000, just to make sure he could actually take a hit. That's where I got to. 177 speed. Most importantly, crit rate is a bit high, but it's over 100% where it should be. Crit damage doesn't matter. Resistance, he lost some because he was in the faction before. Faction's complete now, so hence the fun build. Debuff accuracy, doesn't need it, and it's purely been added on just on the pieces. But HP, speed, better defense, crit rate, that's all you need. So the build with the Relentless was kind of tricky. So if it loads up, we'll quickly show these pieces. So speed and HP, which is randomly the best weapon for him on that one. Crit rate, HP, so it could be a lot better. Just kind of goes to show, don't have the best Relentless, but you can still make it work. I had to give him this HP shield. I just couldn't not do it. I did give him crit rate gloves. HP percentage chest with some speed. 12% defense, so helping out the tank process. Immortal boots that are fantastic. 20% crit rate. HP. That's really all you need. I gave him no accessories. HP ring, HP amulet, and HP banner. As high as I could possibly get it. And he's in Relentless basically, so just to get an extra turn. Why would an extra turn in Relentless help this champion? An extra turn means if he procs an extra turn, he gets 20% more turn meter, because he's inflicting a crit hit. We give him crit rate, so it benefits that. If he's taking extra turns because of Relentless, he's also helping allies heal by 10% of his HP. His max HP, 81,000, so 8133 heal to the whole team, and he will inflict a crit. Why? Because we give him the crit rate. So the more turns he gets, the more he's going to heal, eliminating the need for other champions in your roster. And he's kind of like Doom Priest. We like his passive, we like one move, but then they don't do damage, but they hold a massive amount in they put a big weight on their shoulders and they can carry it well. So this is my Vrask build in Relentless, so we'll just jump in to a fight real quick. I think we're going to get smacked in Ice Golem, so we'll check affinity. We'll check affinity, so Ice Golem, what's the affinity? I think Dragon is Force. What's Ice Golem? Force on Dragon for Vrask is actually perfect. And that's not, so we'll do Dragon 25. And we'll put him in as a healer. We'll take a Poisoner, decrease defense, and a couple of people purely to just control. And we're going to see if his heals are going to keep us alive. If anything, it'll be fun to watch. This is a really cool new build. Took me a lot of time to nail things out. I had to re-glyph stuff, whatnot. So, okay, cool. Eurogrim, Vilisink for Provoke, Sylar, Stun Set, Decrease Turn Meter, Decrease Speed, Decrease Accuracy. That's what she's there, Decrease Defense, and a bit of a heal. So we've got Eurogrim and Vrask kinda helping each other out with that. So there is responsibility. If anybody gets a turn, they do have the potential to one-shot somebody in your team. So let's take a look at him. Taking him out a few times before now, and it's pretty cool. When he procs extra turns, he goes for days, he doesn't care, and it's what he does. Physics going with the A2 instead of the A3, which is very weird. A couple of stuns, we've got poisons, we've got decrease accuracy, decrease speed, decrease attack, we've got provoke, we've got the heals. So effectively, we're never going to be below, for more than a turn, maybe 2 turns, ain't going to be below 100% HP. Just keep rocking turns. Funny to watch. On you go, Vrask. You help me with my case here. And you will keep everybody alive. There's no reviver here. It is just control with the extra turns, with the heals. A little bit from Eurogrim to help. That's all we have. If Vrask wasn't here, potentially Eurogrim could do it, but it'd be a tough ask. So Vrask is making a massive difference. Look at the heals, every single hit. And we're controlling the enemy, so we haven't taken the fast route. But this goes to show the power of poison. This goes to show that you can take in a team that it'll take longer, 6 minutes give or take. But there's not really much damage here. There's control with Vilisink, control with Sylar, decreased defense with Stag, poisons, and somebody in Relentless that just heals. That's all we have here. The longer this goes on, it should get worse for us, but I don't think it will. I do not think it will. Look at those debuffs. Provoke, decrease accuracy, multiple poisons, decrease defense, decrease speed. You're all just getting owned by super control team. Now we'll get to see how important Vrask is at the dragon. Depending on the damage we take from that, obviously. We'll have to see. But the first wave, probably going to look like the second wave, so I'll cut back in when we're at the boss. And then we'll see how long it takes us to fight him, plus we'll get to see how much damage we're going to take. And we're at the dragon, and as you would expect, it was relatively easy. Got hit a few times, HP got put back up. Vrask has been topping everybody up. It's keeps Sylar good, keeps Stag good. Uragrim does heal. It's good to take the weight off his shoulders a little bit. Vilisink, when you think about it, has ally protection on her shoulders. All of the extra damage she has to mitigate. You know, these relentless procs are just topping her HP up, so she can mitigate more damage, so she can take that hits. So Vrask has just been awesome, and he's still proccing extra turns, and he's proccing extra turns. And guys, you can use him anywhere. If you get him really early, use him as a progression champion. Doesn't have to really be in Relentless, I just had the ability to do so. And I did want to get some champs into that gear set, so I went with it. But either way, Vrask early game is a 40 when you're progressing in dungeons, working through Hellwing campaign, whatever you're doing. He's your man for heals. Give him 100% crit rate and ascend him, and pretty much let him go free. If you can get him in a really cool gear set that procs extra turns, then why not? It's just even more security for your team. And we're not really messing around with the dragon. We've got a ton of poisons up here. Decrease the defense, decrease the attack, so we're taking less damage, which is nice. We can handle it, but it's still nice. Decrease defenses just went up. Decrease accuracy again, so a very quick turnaround of all moves. And Vrask is still going. The team pretty much has not been below 100% HP. If they have, it's been a turn or two, but we've just so much heals going on right now, it is ridiculous. So Vrask will take a turn, and we're all good. We're going to get that HP back that we've lost for the first time in a while. You ain't killing anybody. Not a chance, Dragon. I believe in my team. Boost turn meter, 20% is always nice. Again, Relentless set is just going to give himself more turn meter. He procs 3 turns at 60% turn meter. A lot of heals. His A2 is not really that great. You could block him out from using it if you wanted to. And just go with the A1 on your AI settings. And it would be just as good. Single combat, she's getting the shield, that's fine. Vrask, take a hit. Get my girl some HP back. Boom, a massive chunk of HP. And that's what Vrask does. Early game, mid game, makes no difference. An absolute healing machine. I'm just loving this Relentless setup. It's working quite well. Got Kale in Relentless for fun. He's actually really fun to watch in Relentless too. He can poison the dragon pretty quick. So you can get to see just how much healing. So, as you can imagine, damage, oh, we're buffering. Didn't do too much. Did heal over 2 million HP. To the whole team, 2 million HP. Pretty amazing.